Hey guys, it's me. Today is Wednesday, and I decided that I'm going to be doing a story time. So I'm going to be explaining the time that my sister and I walked in the middle of the night, in the middle of in the middle of nowhere in Mexico, on the beach, for like a bajillion miles. Okay, here's the story. We get to the hotel. The hotel is it's on this street, and it's on the peninsula, I think it's called, of Mexico, where it's like a little lump. It's a little, not limp. It's a little lump off of Mexico. I'll put it on a map right now. So we get to the hotel, and the hotel is on a street. And that street, it really didn't have much. It had two hotels. It had like our hotel and one other, or maybe one other, like maybe two others other than our hotel. It had a bar, and it had probably like four restaurants. And other than that, oh, and there was a supermarket. I remember that. It was like really small, but there were hardly any residents, and it was really just in, we're in the middle of nowhere, right? We're on the coast, and so my sister and I, we chill by the pool every day because there's no one there. The hotel is meant for like fishing people, and my sister and I and our family, we just don't fish. And so we were there. It was really hot and nice, but there's really nothing to do other than chilling by the pool all day. And um, I think it was the second to last day, my sister and I were by the pool, and this woman comes up to us. She says, "Oh, hi, how old are you?" And we tell her our ages, and she says, "Oh, I have kids about your age, and they're doing a bonfire thing on the beach. If you walk that way a little for a couple minutes, you'll see a couple, like a group of teenagers that are just doing bonfires. They do it pretty much every night." So we're like, okay, that's chill. Let's like go tonight, see what's up, like get to know people, cause we really did nothing like the couple of days that we were there, and it was the last night, so we're like, why not. And so we end up sitting by the pool, and we're just chilling until night. And night rolls around, it starts getting dark. Well, no, it hasn't even started getting dark yet. We're like, okay, we might as well leave before it gets dark so that we don't need to walk one way at least when it's dark. And so we head down to, like, we went down like these steps of the hotel so that we're on the beach itself. And we're like, okay, let's head that way. And so we started heading that way. We were walking, and we were walking probably like 20 minutes, and we were like, okay, we're probably almost there. Like, it was starting to get dark, and we thought we saw a light at the end. We thought. And so we kept walking, we kept walking, but eventually the beach, it just started curving, and we're like, okay, we don't want to, like, because it, like, we were walking along, and then just like started curving and went back the other way. We were super confused. We were like, why would it be curving? And then eventually, like, we saw like out in the distance, there were other buildings and stuff, but like for us to get there, we had to go like all the way around, and we didn't want to do that. We saw a couple lights, but we were like, nah, we're not going that far, right? And so that was like after we went like a good like 5 miles. Like we were walking for a long time, and we're like, okay, we just gotta go back. And so we start heading back, and yeah. Oh, on the way there, by the way, we walked by another hotel, and they had a party, and it was like a party for like college students, and they were on like spring break or something, or winter break, or I don't know when it was. I think it was in December, so it was probably like Christmas break. And we walked by this like really lit party, and I was wearing my PGTKM sweatshirt, and I don't, and it's like a black sweatshirt with white, just big letters, and this guy, he was standing on like the railing. It was like a second story pool, and he was standing at the railing, and he looked over and he saw like my sweatshirt. So he yelled like super far, right? He was super loud too. He yelled, "Hey, what does your sweatshirt mean?" And so like my sister decided to like walk up towards like the wall and started telling him what my sweatshirt meant. And then she has one too, and it's like a group chat that we made. That's a different story time. But she started explaining what the sweatshirt was, and on the way back, we it was only one way back. It was just the coast. We run into this big dock, and my sister and I, we didn't remember walking by it, but we saw this like dock that like started in the middle of the beach and just kept going. Oh, and this beach was pitch black. There's no lights or anything. So I had like my phone light, but it was like dying quickly, and so like we really tried to hustle. And it was like it was pebbles. It wasn't sand, and so it wasn't fun to walk on too. But we get to this dock, and we're like, okay, this is kind of weird, right? But like the dock, it doesn't go into the water. It just kind of is on the land. Like if this is the beach and this is the water, the dock, it just kind of starts here, and then it just kind of like goes up, and that's it. It ends before it even reaches the water. It just kind of goes up, and we're like, okay, what the hell, right? And we see a couple people sitting on top of the dock, and it turns out it's the guy that stood by the rail, and he's like, hey, it's the sweatshirt kid. And so like we're like, yeah, it's us. And then we just kind of like kept on walking, and they started like yelling stuff at us, and then eventually we got to a point where we couldn't see them, but we could still hear them because it was super dark, and they didn't have flashlights or anything, but we did. And so we heard them whistle to us like really really loud. You know how like people whistle with their fingers? It was like, oh, okay, they're whistling to us, I might as well whistle back. And so I whistled back, and then they whistled back to us, and so we were just going back and forth as Nitsan and I got further and further as we walked away back to our hotel. And yeah, so the next morning, oh, and then at night we chilled a little more by the pool because there's really nothing to do. But the next morning, we checked out in the afternoon. So that morning, we're like, okay, might as well be at the pool for a little longer while we still can before checkout. So go down to the pool, the same pool that we saw the lady. We're chilling, and then we see the lady, and she's just she's just like sitting there. And we're like, okay, whatever. And it was super weird because like we didn't see her kids, and we didn't see anyone. You know, it was just us walking like 10 miles in the middle of the night in Mexico, in the middle of nowhere. I'll put it on a map right now. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. It was just one street. And that hotel that we were at was meant for fishing, and none of us fish, like in my family. And so it was just really a really weird experience, and it's something I'll never forget. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my story, and if you do like it, then click that like button. By the way, Monday I'm going on a run. For every 5 subscribers, I'm going to be running 1 mile. So, I currently have 35 subscribers. If I have 36, I'll only run 7 miles because 35 divided by 5 is 7. Yes. And if it's 36, then it's 36 divided by 5 is 7 point something. So I'm only going to do the flat miles that it says, that is labeled. So 35 is 35, not 35 point whatever. It's just going to be 35. It's not going to be 35.2, 35 point whatever. Okay, but here's the catch with my run. If it's raining, then I'm going to be shirtless, and I'm going to be wearing shorts, and I'm going to run the whole thing that I need to. If there's 40 subscribers, I'm running 8 miles. If there's 45, I'm running 9 miles. Shirtless and shorts if it's raining or cloudy. If it's sunny, I'm going to be wearing a shirt, a sweatshirt, a jacket, and jeans. and I'm debating on wearing boots or not, but it'll be really hard running in boots, so it might not make it as interesting. But I'll be sure to follow those rules and have the time of my life. So what I want you to do, smash that like button down below, hit the subscribe button, share this video, make sure that you make my Monday miserable, next Monday miserable, and it'll get you good content, I hope. And so I'm doing that run Monday, and then I am going to upload it that night, either Monday night or Tuesday morning. I might upload it Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. just so that you guys are on your game, but we'll see. So anyways, Monday morning when I wake up, I'm gonna check how many subscribers I have. That's the amount I'm gonna run, not when I start running, not anything. Monday morning I want to see that many subscribers so that it makes my run difficult, okay? So make sure you share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
Invincible.